Buddy, welcome back to That Guy Nick. I'm here to talk about my first reaction to the Black Widow movie that I just got back from seeing. As you can tell, I'm wearing the shirt and everything. This is a spoiler-free review. My actual spoiler review will be on my Instagram and my Letterboxd, so if you want to check that out in the description, go right ahead. But here I'm just going to tell you my first reaction and what I think about the movie. So, first things first, I want to say is that this is the first MCU movie we've seen in a while. So going back to that theater, seeing the opening credits, seeing everything, seeing these characters again, well, Natasha specifically, was great. I loved seeing it. Anyway, first things first is the story. It was very decent. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, it felt more as a setup than an actual solo movie. Every Marvel movie sets up the next. It always sets up something more. But at the same time, those movies always stay core to the character, and they still show that story of that person. The thing about this movie is that it didn't do that much. I mean, we did get these heartfelt moments with Natasha and her family, with Red Guardian and Melina, is that her name? I'm stupid. Yeah, Alexei, the Red Guardian, with Melina and Yelena. We did get those moments. There was those heartfelt moments that I really did enjoy. But at the same time, it felt more, like I said, it felt more like a setup than an actual Black Widow solo movie. But then, and it did tell a total story about the Red Room and all that stuff. But it still didn't feel right. Another thing about the story is that all these intense and, tension moments where you're like, oh my god, are they gonna die? None of that was there for me. I knew nothing was gonna happen to these characters the entire movie. I just knew it. I knew nothing was gonna happen to these characters because Black Widow dies in Endgame. So every time she's getting her ass kicked, I knew she was gonna live. Anytime any character was getting their ass kicked, I knew they were gonna live because there's still more story to tell of them. Again, it felt like more of a setup than an actual solo movie. I'm bad. But, and it's not, and again, I don't hate this story, but it just didn't feel well crafted to actually put on the screen. And this was supposed to start Phase 4. And honestly, I can see why, because this does set up most things of Phase 4. It really does. So I see that. I totally see how this sets up Phase 4, and this movie should have been out, but, the pandemic happened and everything. So, now we're here. So then, moving on from the story, the characters. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. She's amazing, obviously. I mean, I loved the characters. My main issue was just with the story, like I said, but the characters were great. Like I said, Scarlett Johansson was fantastic. I loved her character. Florence Pugh as Yelena, fucking fantastic. Easily one of my favorite characters in this movie, hands down. She was amazing, and I loved the sister relationship of Natasha and Yelena, and these two, Scarlett and Florence, did a fantastic job doing these scenes, and it was just amazing. David Harbour as Alexei, the Red Guardian, hilarious. Really funny, and also fantastic. He's a great character. I'm really excited to see what they do with him. Rachel Weisz, she was pretty good. I mean, she was mostly towards the end of the movie, but she was still great, and I still enjoyed her character. And then we have the villains. The villains were dog shit. I hated the villains. First things first, Taskmaster. I'm not gonna tell you who Taskmaster is, but just gonna tell you now. I predicted it immediately as the scene played in my head. I'm like, yep, I know who this is. I know who Taskmaster is. I'm sure a few of you who watch it tomorrow, the 9th, will point it out immediately, but I was able to as well. It was very flawed, and I hated how they wasted Taskmaster because I just hated how they just wasted him. They wasted him, and I didn't like that. And the main villain, played by William Hurt, I think it is. No, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Is that who it is? Dreykov. He was dog shit. He was terrible. Terrible villains. low tier villains. I mean, it's sad. It's very sad that I didn't like Taskmaster, because I love Taskmaster, but this wasn't. I'm not gonna. A little bit spoilers. This wasn't Taskmaster. This can't be Taskmaster. There's no way. Anyways, that's it for the characters. 4 great characters, 2 really shitty characters. There's a bunch of side characters. One of them played by I think that's his name, Mason. He was pretty good too. He was funny. He kind of has a friendship with Natasha. So yeah. Then we had the action. The action was stunning. It was fantastic. Really reminded me of the Winter Soldier a lot, and definitely enjoyed the action. The funnest part of the movie easily. The score, also fucking great. Also really fun. There was a lot of great tracks in this movie, and I love the songs. Cinematography was pretty good. Some great shots, and some of the. Yeah, I'm not really gonna get into color grading because I'm not that big about it, but I do like when the shots for a movie actually look good, and there were good shots in this movie. CGI, you know, they all use a lot of CGI, and it looked great. A lot of these scenes look great, and I enjoyed it. So that's I don't know if I'm really missing anything else, but yeah, I wanted the story, the characters, everything. So if I had to give my full final opinion, spoiler-free opinion on Black Widow, I would have to say it's missed opportunity. This movie should have happened a long time ago. Back, like I said, it should have happened back in Phase 2. So then I could actually have a connection with the story and actually enjoy it more. And also, movie moved way too fast. And for some movies, that's a good thing. For this, it was a bad thing. I mean, not a super bad thing, but Jesus. I feel like it could have been a smidge longer. Because if everything was happening left and right, boom, 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 this, that. It was on, it wasn't that I was bothered by it. I was, but I just kind of was like, it's happened a bit too fast, honestly. And things in the end wrapped up way too fast. And the way it all kind of went, the ending felt so clunky and messy, and it all just kind of, and how it leads into Infinity War, and how it leads into Natasha going with Steve and Sam. It just did not feel right. It felt very all over the place a bit. So that's what this movie is to me. It was good. It has some solid foundations with the characters and some story points that are really good, some heartfelt moments that I actually enjoyed, and the dialogue was pretty good with these characters. So that definitely saves this movie. So does the action and the score. But when it comes down to that story, it just didn't. Like I said, it just didn't hit the mark. So yeah, that's what I think of Black Widow. It was pretty good. Don't hate it, don't love it, kind of right in the middle right there. So I'll give this, for spoiler free, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Solid 7 out of 10. And that's going to be my same score for the spoiler review, when I go actually full on into it. So again, like I said, you can go read those in the description when I post them. So yeah. The post-credit scene. It definitely sets, like I said, it sets up the next future project, and it was pretty good. I actually liked the post-credit scene, and it's not mind-blowing, but it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, shit. So yeah, that's what I think of Black Widow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my first me doing this. I'll probably do this for more other movies in the future. So I'll see you guys in the next video. If you can, like and subscribe, and again, peace out.